afraid of at every moment. And it's the government that's supposed to be protecting us. We're terrorists from birth. Read on.
Verse 18. For if the just man be the son of the Most High.
He says, if they're really the son of the Most High like they claim they are, read.
He will help him.
Then he will help them, because we're gonna it's open game on Israel now. Let's see if the Most High is gonna help them from that bomb concocted we use with the sea and this coexit and the military over there and the UN armies. The tens of thousands of Canadian military is on the Gulf Coast right now. UN trucks from other nations, the UN nations, are in Florida right now. They showing this one thing on the media as if it's one thing they have to plug, when the whole seabed has been destroyed on the Gulf Coast, and they did it purposely. Why? Because our people inhabit there. So they're saying, listen, if they believe in the Most High God, let's see how they're going to get out of this one. Let's see what they're going to do when we're labeling them, and we have to beg Satan, beg our government to chip them to live. They can't wait for that. It tell you the mark of the beast is like, when you look at the Greek, it's like begging or lapping like a dog from the master's hand. That's what getting the mark of the beast is. You must go to the beast for survival. You must go to Satan when you should depend on the Most High. They're going to relish in the fact that we're going to be acting like animals just to survive, killing each other just to survive, and begging for the mark of the beast.
Everybody always asking what the government going to do about it. Always looking for the government for a solution. The government's got a solution, but we're not going to like the solution that they're going to offer.
Yeah. Of course the government have a solution. The solution is camps. And see, they don't have enough room for everybody. That's why they got the little concoction going on in the Gulf Coast to poison and kill everyone. But if you do get the honor of stepping on a radiant RFID bus, so that they can make sure they can protect you and your family and keep your dog with you. That's how they promoting it. If you do get on this, they're going to run you to see if you are a criminal. And a lot of us are just criminal by living. How many of you got parking tickets on you? Got warrants on you? Just stuff just for living. Oh man, I forgot to pay that parking bill. Don't worry about it. It was $30. Now it's $3,000 now. Oh, don't think they're not going to pull the child support rap sheet out on you. Oh my goodness. Some of you owe 30, 40,000, 50,000. So when you go and get your bracelet or your chip or whatever they give you so that they can keep you protected and with you and your family and your dog, they're going to run your information and see how much debt you owe. And guess who bought your debt? The other governments. All your debt has been sold to the other governments. All your debt. So now you're in the camp and you're being sent to specific camps to work off your debt. So you're in jail, working off your debt for a corporation. And yeah, the woman who you owe child support, she can receive the child support based on your slave labor. But she must get chipped to receive the money that's coming from your slave labor. What a system. How can you outrun the long arm of the law now? How can you outrun the law now? When either you have, your choice is benzene, coexit, breathe in the fumes, or a tidal wave that might break off and destroy you, or a few more hurricanes bringing on the toxins with no food and water that can help you, or get filtered into government camps. Those are your options. And I know the people that are not living in the Gulf are thinking, well, you know what? It's okay because I'm not near the Gulf. But no, because the people are being moved to where you are through public domain. Your domain now turns over to the government. So now you're under martial law too. Because these are the places they're displacing evacuees. So now you are a culprit too. And because these people are acting out like they were in Katrina, and they can't control themselves, we gotta call martial law and send in the troops to lock this whole thing down and displacing all these people. This is what's developing right now. While race wars are developing here, while the thing that's going on over there with the flotilla near the Gaza Strip, don't forget, while these ships are not bringing in all those pounds of resources that those people need, those people on the Gaza Strip and in Palestine, the Palestinians, they're starving. They're dying. That's the story that you don't see. Why? Because no cameras are let in. So all this is happening at the same time. Wars, rumors of wars, nations against nations. Them planning on how to kill us. Welcome to the New World Order. I was going to go into, as a matter of fact, let's get it. Read what you have, and I'm going to get Zephaniah, the first chapter, right? 1 and 18. We're going to get that to show you that this program was set up well before we went into captivity. It was set up under under the satanic governments, under the four beasts. They began this same program, and it's a Mason program. It's what you would call a Masonic order that was set up well before we fell as a people. Showing you the Masonic connection to this wickedness against the children of Israel, or the destruction of God's people by what we call, according to the Bible, Jacob's trouble. Read.
Verse 18. For if the just man be the son of the Most High.
So they're saying if we be the son of the Most High, read.
He will help him.
Then the Most High will help us. Read.
And deliver him from the hand of his enemies.
And deliver him from the hand of the enemy. So they're saying, listen, we're going to put these people to the test. We're going to see if the God of Israel is real. We're going to see if the God they're calling on will help them. Read.
Verse 19. Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture.
Let us do what?
Let us examine him.
Let us examine him with what?
With despitefulness and torture.
Let us examine him with despiteful and torture. Let's examine him by spiting him and torturing and killing him. So you think it's a coincidence that they was testing torture in Guantanamo Bay? It starts off with Arabs and other people, and then it ends up where the people being tortured and destroyed and looked at as terrorists. No coincidence. Read the scriptures. Read.
That we may know his meekness and prove his patience.
We're going to see how meek he can be by the time we put this New World Order on him. We're going to see how patient he can be when we finish with him with our tortures. We will make him denounce his God. That's what they want. They have raped the whole earth and kept the resources for themselves so that they can force us to beg them for resources. And you know what? If brothers and sisters do have to go through this, take death. Take death. Don't give them anything. Take death. We'll see them on the other side. You will get retribution. Vengeance is the Lord, and he's bringing back the real vengeance. Christ is bringing back vengeance, and when he comes back, he's not coming back to hold hands with you. He's bringing vengeance. He's bringing our vengeance. So before you lay down with this government that's over anyway, take death. Read.
Verse 20. Let us condemn him with a shameful death.
So they want to condemn us with a shameful death. They want us to go out and die begging for their mark. Begging for them to take care of us. Let us do what we did coming out of Egypt. Let us depend on the Father and have the Most High take care of us. How do that sound? The governments can't help themselves. How can they help us? They can't level their own economy. How can they take care of us? So we have to now the Most High is calling us to depend on Him and totally denounce the gods and the people that are controlling us in this earth. Even if we have to starve, fast first before we take anything when it comes to this wicked and evil cesspool we call an earth. This not living anyway. We're surviving. This not living. Read on.